Hi guys, RoseErifnosi here. This time we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. I have heard nothing but really great things about this game. It won tons of awards, I believe. I was finally able to buy this because it was on sale on Steam. Take a look at those holiday Steam sales. Those are really, really amazing. So we're going to jump into the game. Yeah, so this is my RoseErifnosi play of Stanley. Oh my god, will you look at that? It's a monitor within a monitor within a monitor within a monitor. That is so cool. This is a good start. This is a good start to the game. It actually moves my mouse. That's cool. Let's start the game. Never the end is never the end. The end is never. Is never the end. Never the end is. You don't know where that sentence starts and where it ends. Never the end is. The end is never. The end is never. Okay, that probably makes the most amount of sense. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Wow.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Wow.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I have a feeling that this game is going to be making a statement.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh my.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Really? We can leave the office? What's that say? Auto days? Auto donate Mondays? Can I move? Ah, I can move. I have already gotten up from my thing. This looks like a really exciting job. I need to apply for this company. Sounds like it's right up my alley. What is this? Can I touch anything? I'm left clicking and it just sounds like keyboard typing. Listen. That's so funny. Let's sharpen some pencils. You can never be without good pencils and people messaging me on Steam when I'm recording. That's wonderful. Can I open this door? 428. What are we? 427? 427. That's going to be an important number. Can I jump? No. Can I do anything? No. 429? No. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's bright. That's so bright. I like how it's kind of like you can't see out the window. It's almost like this office exists like outside of space and time. Alright, conference room it is. Oh, let's check the files. Let's type on our invisible keyboard. Awesome. Well, clearly it's lunchtime and we need to go eat our lunch. What? I want to pick stuff up and things. Open. 45, 46. Are we going to have to go through all these numbers all the way to 0? 416, 415. This one doesn't have a number, guys. What? 4B3. Well, that just breaks the cycle, and that's not acceptable. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On the left, huh? The door on the left, huh? Why is it giving me a choice? I'm a little suspicious. What should I do? Let's do the left one this time. Okay, we're gonna follow the directions of the very trustworthy, wise never steering us astray, narrator. What's this? Nothing! Nothing. Ah! Blinding retina.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Did you see this? Oh, no, it said tips on how to not get fired. And it said something about do unbelievably amazing jobs every day. Try not to get fired. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. I don't actually believe that they mean that sincerely. I want to read these. This is important. Number of slides on the slides. Looks like it's like a little over 1/3 charts, like a quarter slides, and rate it which slides on the same slide depict the same information. This is like satire or something. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. Please, no, I'm begging you. The boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your job, fill out the triplicate, and return your... If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict, unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflicts, why did we hire you? Remember that it takes 2 people. What are your dreams for the future? Clear skin, metamorphosis, pollution, less air, comatose. That's for not getting fired.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively. B. Bi-quarterly post-review. Review. Bi-quarterly post-review. Review. We need more /less reviews. Want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primer, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Work harder, hard worker. Throw something in the ideas bin, which is the trash. No more bins, trash cans. Renaming the ideas bin. Firing of me? I like how that... this is so funny. What do people want? They want things. Mike James, you are fired. Happy feelings? The person who wrote Happy Feelings got fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs? Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Graphs about things and money. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segments. Stripes. This actually means nothing. My cats are so angry with me right now that they just won't stop screaming at me in their meowing voices. What is hot? Profits, profits, profits. Get it? Profits, guys. Look at that PH instead of F. Lovely plant. It really adds to the comforting, homey environment of the space. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. R.I.P. Franz? So we have a whiteboard manager. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. It may or may not be an actual thing. I want to read this, alright? Alright? Meeting room, floor 4XX, blah 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 blah, legal, bosses inspection, mergers weekly, blah 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 blah. Nothing interesting at all. And another message. Yay! Thank you very much for messaging me when I have my busy tag up. I should probably just close Steam because that tends to happen a lot. Not cost efficient. Standard graphs 40 times wide. Targets push for the funding of R&D. New coffee machine. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... I got rubbed off. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. People are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire someone to synergize. Wow. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Alright, reflect. Alright, we'll take a moment to do that right now. Let's reflect. I have a wonderful job at a wonderful place of employment. And every day is wonderful. to do synergize core value. All right, well, you know, enough of that. We're gonna go on. Broom closet. Whoa! I could actually open that door.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet,
Yes,
but
I
there
did.
was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I like how it's like the narrator is like telling a story of somebody who did something.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I want to see what else he says. He's like telling me what to do, but only like from the past tense, but only as if.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I wonder if I can interact with something. All right, one more.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
All right, one more. Last one. Come on,
You
Mr.
do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
All right. That was funny. That's so funny. It's like the narrator hates us. It really is. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. Up or down?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
All right, I guess we'll walk to the right. Is that what he said, right? Or up? Blarg. Nope, that's not it. Oh, how very nice. So fancy. Wow. Super fancy. What is this? Executive bathroom. I love how executives have their own bathroom. So they don't have to interact with the rabble. The common rabble. That would be us. What is in here?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I want to play the piano.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
What?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
That's so interesting. Why do I... Oh, this. Haha. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't do that because I didn't know. I don't know. We're breaking the fourth wall here.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
We're being watched, guys. It's a conspiracy! Piano, are you in on it? I bet you are. No fire in the fireplace.
2845.
All right. 4, 5. The narrator sincerely hates us.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh dear, I have a bad feeling about this. What's with all the construction and... What's with all this? We know nothing of all this. We're going around, jumping in strange elevators and pushing strange buttons, going down strange floors. Loading. Oh, I really should have read you the description for this game. Yes. Whoops. And then I broke the game.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Huh. So apparently we've lived our entire lives as a sheep-like...
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? Escape? No, we're gonna follow the straight and narrow this time, guys. I have the sense that we're gonna go through and play this multiple times. Mind control facility. Yeah, so basically our whole lives we've been like sheep-like lemmings and are now breaking free. Hello, button. Are you gonna say anything, Mr. Narrator Man? Mr. Omniscient, all-knowing, fourth-wall-breaking narrator?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Can I jump to
Did
my
he
death?
have the strength to find out?
I doubt it. Stanley sounds like a very noodly type guy with no muscles. Oh, hello. Is there... Why are there... What is this? Numbers. What does it say? Employee Observation Protocol. What is this place? What is this place? We've been a lab rat all this time. Do we come from that way? Yes. Alright. Let's activate the surveillance. Activate the
Now
NSA.
the monitors jumped to life.
Whoa.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Oh my
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It's not that freedom means nothing, it's that it doesn't exist. What is this?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be
427,
true.
where's me?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
427. So is this bus is like push button to become male? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Alright. Let's
No.
get into lift.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yay! We will become a savior of all sheep kind. There's so many places I could go. I could go up here. How do I go about dismantling this awful system? It's awful. Do I just need to go by and like push numbers? No, I push it. I assume just go through and like push them in order. Then I can solve puzzles. Puzzles. All right, here's one. Oh wait, what's this? Nothing. It's nothing. Literally nothing. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm doing. What's this? Go through. It's locked. Oh, where's 4? Can I press random things until the system explodes? Maybe? Where's the rest of the numbers? Numbers. Mind controls idle. Awaiting input. What the? We're missing a 4. That's 3. Where's the red button? There's the red button. This will do something, I'm sure. Nope. No. Nothing. Nothing at all. Let me see if I can go down here. If I touch ground, will I vaporize instantly? My vote is yes. Ah, dang it. Now I owe all of you $5. Which is great because that means I'm only out $5. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. System
And when
power.
at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I did, huh? Then why do I have an option? Why do I have a choice here? I think that's probably the point of the game, is that you sound like you have no choice because the narrator's like, this is what he did. This is what he was going to do. But then you don't actually have to do that. I think that that's the whole statement of the game. However, I'm not going to go through with it. I enjoyed being a sheep lemming for my entire life, so I think that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to being a sheep lemming. It's kind of like the Matrix, where that guy who got taken out of the Matrix, he made this deal with Agent Smith or whatever his name was, to go back into the Matrix so that he could, like, be blissfully ignorant again. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I want to be, I want to do that.
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Whoops, that was
After
an
they kept
accident.
you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
No. Actually, no.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
I think you just made that up,
How long
narrator.
until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
What?
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
What?
It's your time to shine.
I need to
You are
run.
the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Shit.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Oh, dear.
But what precious
This is open.
moments each one
No!
of them is. More time to talk about you, about me.
Ah, there's 4.
Where we're going.
One.
What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's
Shut
that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood.
Crap.
You're gonna die anyway.
Ah!
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Listen.
I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times,
I like that
let
one better.
the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
You just don't
But
shut
I'm
up, do
enjoying
you?
this so much. You know what?
That-
To
I
hell
fixed
with
it.
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
No, I
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
But I...
Oh dear
Incorrect,
me, what's the
readdress.
matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Stop
Running
screwing with
from
me, narrator.
Button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Wow.
Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
What a trip. Shut up.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
He really does hate
This
us.
is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. but I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye,
Take a look at the
employees.
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to
hate
your
you,
frail
narrator.
life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a
Goodbye,
part of the joke.
47.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
This will save me! What happened? This is the end. That's it. Is that the end? Is that the ending? Was that the end? I don't know. Guys, tell me. So I'm getting the sense that, oh my gosh, the slowest loading screen in all of loading screen history. I'm getting the feeling that it's meant to be replayed a bunch of different times to like change things up. I think I'm gonna... Ah, ha, ha, ha. Right, so we start over again. I'm gonna do things different, alright? We're gonna do things different.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Shut
What
your
could
mouth.
it mean?
I hate you.
Stanley
I hate
decided
you!
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope, not listening to you anymore. I don't have anything to say to you, because you're a bastard. Oh, wait,
When
what was
Stanley
this?
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I didn't, because you're a bastard, and I hate
This
you.
was not
And
the
I'm a
correct way to
rebel.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Screw you.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Damn right I did. But I didn't! Oh!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep, that's me. Do not lie if you are lying right now. Stop. If you are... Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. That's funny. Alright, we're gonna be a rebel. Arrgh. Fight the system! Viva la revolution! What kind... So... Ah!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh my god! That was great!
Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
The clock actually works! Check it out! Does the... I wonder if the... No, I bet you the minute hand doesn't work. Let's see.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yes.
Really worth it.
It is. It's so nice. I would just like to enjoy my little cup right here. My little cup of coffee. And irritate
At
you
this
even
point,
more.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
I thought he was going to say, this is possible, that's why everybody hates him.
But at last,
right.
he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nope, I sure didn't. I want to see what happens when I don't plunge to my death.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Plunge to my death! No, not this time. I will save the world!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Yes, I think so.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
You are, and I
realize
hate
that
you.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That's
There's
right.
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What's that?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What?
She's been waiting.
You're lying to me. You're full of crap. I hate your soul. Okay, so there actually isn't any other way to go. Let's go this way. Rebel against the system! I will not be made a sheep lemming! That door has like nothing behind it. It just literally leads to the vastness of empty space. Oh crap!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
What?
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? Well, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't know it was possible either.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Oh, is that what I missed?
Picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh my
Please
gosh.
observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh dear.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
He looks real
He
to me.
could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself
What?
speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? 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 What the fuck is this?
Excellent. Making choices
Oh,
on a
geez.
regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Oh jeez.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Wow. What?
Welcome back.
What happened?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and
Oh my
see what the
God.
correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
He's gonna close it, and then we have to go back in, right? Da, 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 da. What? That was, wow, that was genius. That was genius. So, yes, so then
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That
So it's
story
actually
would make
remembering
no
what I
sense at
did
all.
previously.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Well, that's a shame. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, 5,000. Aw, I can't. Aw, no. You know what? They blocked this off. This is where I jumped off before. It's actually remembering what I did before. That's amazing. That is so freaking cool. So it's not that you're just redoing it from scratch every single time. It's that he remembers what you did before. Ah, this is great. But I love this room. Where I don't want.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I don't believe you. Trust no one. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's just so soothing. It doesn't even make me think about the fact that I'm a sheepling lemming. A sheep lemming.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I got this. I got it
When
this time.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I can do this. Smart choices. Smart choices. All right. Door on the left. Smart choices. Reality. Stanley. Okay. I got this. I got this.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No! Never! I don't understand. Nope, too late. Look at that. Actually has things here. And then I want to go through this one again. And I'll just do it again, and again, and again, and again. Just to spite you, Mr. Narrator. Because I hate your soul. Hate your soul. Fine. I go this way, but in my heart, I'm defying you. No, it's too late. It's too late. Look, he's pissed. Look at this.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've
Whoops.
destroyed my work. Why?
Whoops.
For what? What did you get out of that?
Satisfaction.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
You
to
should
willingly
commit
destroy
digital
all of my
suicide.
work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh shit! I missed it! Oh god! It's dark! Ah! The end. No, it's not the end. This is pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. What the fuck?
I'm here. I'm still here.
Why
Here
are
in
you-
this pile of rubbish. With you.
Yes.
You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I'm stuck!
What, did you think that would be funny?
I'm stuck!
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I don't
That
know.
thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I'm not Stanley.
My story.
My name is Rose.
If you'd just
RoseErifnosi.
gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
And then it just ends.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
What?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I'm so
I'm quite
confused.
sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did it literally just warp me back here? Will it do the exact same thing if I go through the ride again? I want to tempt fate. No, I'm gonna go through I don't know what to do! Yeah, let's go through the left. Let's make some different decisions. There, are you happy, narrator? I'm playing your little game for now.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Don't give
Feeling
a crap.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he
Run,
might find an
close
answer
it!
there.
My best friend.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
didn't.
office.
I walked downstairs. Aw, there is no downstairs. Aw, that's so disappointing. Ah, it's blinding me. Go through this door. I will not be your... I want to use the executive bathroom. That doesn't say it's an executive bathroom this time. What about this way? I want to go this way. I want to lounge. This looks so comfortable. I could just take a little nap. I can just take a little nana nap.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
What?
Stanley was once again stunned
This is
to
different.
discover not an indication of any human life.
Guys, this is different.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
I did, huh? I did. Let's pause for a second. Okay, I'm back. Just had to have a little water to quench my parched throat. Please speak clearly. I want...
Stanley spoke the code.
Right.
Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Okay, I want to try. Speak. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that was not speaking. Come on. Try harder.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah, I can't speak.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I can't. I literally have no voice.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Wow.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the fuck? Did I break the game?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
That was
The
great.
story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Ah,
Choose.
so
Do something.
yes, you win the game by choosing not to
This is more
choose.
important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
This is...
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Ah, that was great. That was really good. That was really good. How do I... Oh. The end. Awesome. That was really, really cool. That was really, really cool. Ah, I love how it screws with your brain. Alright guys, we're going to do one more thing. One more thing. And I'll show you what that thing is.